Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to design a bottom navigator for your app. So here I have already developed this one, and here you can see this. My app is open, and here we have the bottom navigator. Inside this one, we have three buttons, that is dashboard. When I click on dashboard, dashboard activity is open, home and home activity is open, and in about, this about activity is open. These are three different activities. So I'm going to show you how to design this and how to connect these all activity in one. So let me close this and let me start this. So I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to create a new project. So click on file, select new project, select empty activity, click on next, and I'm going to name this one BottomNav. It means that navigator, and just click on finish. My API selected is 23. Okay, so now our activity is ready. Now our project is created, grid build is done. So first thing what I have to do is I have to add some stuff over here. So I'm going to add one folder, that is new, and I'm going to add a new resource directory, and I'm going to select the menu because I'm going to add one menu over here. So click on OK, and inside this one I'm going to add a new menu resource file, and I'm going to name this one menu, and just click on OK. This will create a menu.xml. Just click on this split, and here we have to add few items inside this one. So first I'm going to add one item. So inside this one item, and I'm going to set the ID for this one. So ID will be dashboard. After this we have to set the title. So title will be also dashboard. After this I'm going to set the icon color. So icon and @drawable. Okay, we have to set the icon inside this one. So for that I have to add few icons inside this drawable. So right click on this, click on vector asset, and this one just click on this, search for dashboard, this one, click on OK, and I'm going to change this one to IC underscore dashboard. Click on next, click on finish. This will add a new under IC underscore dashboard. So I'm going to use this drawable IC dashboard and just close this. In the same way we have to add two more drawables. So new, and select on this one vector asset, select on this, and we need one info. Yeah, this one, that will be use this one for IC underscore about. Just next and finish, and we need one more, that is dashboard, sorry, drawable. Right click on this, new, select the vector asset, click on this, select this one, and search for home. So this one, and change this one to IC underscore home, and click on next and click on finish. So I'm going to create two more, that is item, and I'm going to set the ID slash home for this one, and I'm going to set the icon @drawable IC home, and I'm going to set the title. So title will be home. Next, the third one, it is item, and set this one. First I'm going to set the ID. So ID will be ID about, and I'm going to set the title, and this will be about, and finally I'm going to set the icon. So @drawable icon about. Now our drawable is ready. Before we work on anything else, we have to actually add one dependency inside this one to the build.gradle. So double click on this. This will open up our project, and here we have to add one dependency. Either we can manually type it, or there is one another way. I'm going to show you. So implementation, and here we have to write com.google.android.material material, and we have to type the version name. So 1.0.0.0. I'm going to use this one and click on the sync now. This will take some time. Make sure your system is connected with the internet. And another way to add this dependency is simply by going over here. Just right click on this and select where it goes. open modular setting, just click on this, select this module over here, click on app, not this one, dependency, click on this one, select app, click on this one, library dependency, just like this, and here you have to search for material and click on enter, and here you can see this is the first dependency. Select the version whichever you like, just select this and click on OK. This will add a dependency. We have already added the dependency manually, so I don't need to add in that way. Either you can type like this or you can add like that. Okay, so next thing what we have to do is we have to actually create one selector. So what did that selector means? Whenever we click on that, let me just open this one. Okay, so let me start this one. I will tell you what exactly selector is. So it will take, okay, I don't need this. Change this one to this, yeah. Started it. Okay, this is the BottomNav. Okay, we are not going to show this. Okay, inside this one here you can see this, we have three stuff, that is dashboard, home and about. When I click on this, here you can see the color for this icon and the written that is dashboard is changed. So this is selector. When someone is selected and it's not selected, then how this will behave with these properties needs to be set into that one. So in the drawable file, I'm going to create one new drawable source file. Inside this one we have to write this selector, and I'm going to name this one selector. Hit enter, and here you can see this now selector resource file is created. And inside this one we have to add two items. So item, and inside this one I have to set state selected. If this one is selected is equal to true, then what I have to do is we have to set the drawable. So drawable at the rate color, and I'm going to set this one. I'm going to set this one purple 500, and I'm going to set the color. So that will be Android color, and I'm going to set this one to white. So is equal to at the rate Android color white, like this one. After this, for the another item, that is item state selected, if this one is false, it means that this one is not selected. Then I have to set the drawable for this, not drawable, we have to set the color for this one. So Android color is equal to Android and color / black, like this one. Okay, so inside this one here you can see this color is something different, so we have to change the color for this one, that is purple 500. So for that, just move back over here, just click on this, and we have to change this color name, sorry, we have to change the color code inside this one. So we have to actually make similar app. So I'm going to just paste these two colors. Here you can see this, now the color is changed. I have changed this one, and this one you can also change if you like my color codes. So just save it, and let me just close this. Now move back over here, you can see this, now the color is changed. Okay, so next thing, now we have added the selector and we have also added the menu. So next thing, we have to start coding into this activity underscore main. Inside this one, first thing what we have to do is we have to remove this one. So click on split, and I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to change this constraint layout to relative layout. And inside this one, we actually need one label and one text view and one bottom navigator. So I'm going to add a text view. You can add any other thing, whatever you like suppose you need a text fields or text view buttons, whatever you want to put, you can just put it. I'm just showing this, I'm going to put this label so that we can see the difference in the different activities. Okay, so this will be wrap content, which will be match height, will be also be wrap content. And after this, I'm going to set the text for this one. I'm going to set this one to home. I'm going to set the text size to 50 sp. After this, I'm going to set the style to text style to bold. I'm going to set this layout center in parent to true. And after this, I'm going to set the text color. I'm going to set this one to color underscore black. Just close this. Here you can see this, and this is in the center. After this, we have added the material. With the help of that, I'm going to add a bottom navigator view inside this one. Just open this bottom navigator view, material bottom navigator view. Here you can see this. Click on enter, and here I'm going to set the width to match parent, and the height will be wrap content. Inside this one, here you can see this on the top of the screen. We have this navigator. Okay, so let me just close this, and I'm going to add few more properties. First, I'm going to set the ID for this one. ID will be bottom underscore navigator, and I'm going to set the item background. So app.item background, and I'm going to set this color to purple 500. We have actually changed the color background for this one. And after this, I'm going to set the item text color to @drawable selector WABLE/selector like this, and okay, it's having some issue. So this one I'm going to cut this and move back over here, and set this one I'm going to paste it and save it and move back over here. Here you can see this, the issue is now resolved. Okay, after this I'm going to add one item icon tent. Inside this one I'm going to set the drawable slash like this, the same thing in the both of the item. After this, we have to set the menu. We have already created the app.menu, and set this one I'm going to use @menu/menu. Our name is menu, and here you can see this. When I set this menu, the color is appeared and all the icons are visible. Okay, after this, what I have to do is I have to just add this one to the bottom, move this one to the bottom. So align parent end parent bottom. Yeah, this one, it may change this one to true, and here you can see this is in the bottom. Okay, after this we have to add few more activities. One is for home and one is for, sorry, this one is home, so one is for dashboard and another is for about. So move back over here, right click on this, select new activity and add the not this one, we have to add one empty activity. So click on new activity and select empty activity, click on this one, and I'm going to change this one to dashboard. Hit enter, and this will add a new activity, and we need one more, so I'm going to add one more. So click on activity, select the empty activity, and I'm going to change this one to about and click on enter. Now we have two more XML files. Move back to the layout, and here you can see this, we have these two. Let me just close all the remaining, and we are going to open these three only. So activity main, dashboard and about. So inside this dashboard we move to over here and change this one to split. After this I'm going to change this one to relative layout like this, and I'm going to move back over here and copy these two and move back over here and paste it. Inside this one I have to change this first, so change this text to home to dashboard. And after this we have to make few more changes, that is, okay, we don't need to make any changes. So we have already copied these items and move back inside this one about, and again click on split and change this one to relative layout and make some space over here and paste it. And here you can see this, we have this. Once again I'm going to change this one to about, and I'm going to make few more changes inside this one. That is, first thing I'm going to change this width to match parent. After this I'm going to set this one to center, in the center, so gravity will be center, and change this one to center in parent. I just want to delete this one. Okay, so now it's in the top, and I'm going to add few more text views. So I'm going to add text view, and this will be wrap content, and I'm going to set some text inside this one. I'm going to paste some text inside this one, and here you can see this. After this, what we have to do is we have to set the text size. So text size, and inside this one I'm going to set this 25 sp, and the text color will be black. After this, we need to set this one layout below, about, id, and we haven't set the id for this one, so I'm going to set this one to id inside this one txt about. So I'm going to set this below txt about, and now you can see this, and I'm going to add some padding. So padding, it will be 15 sp. Okay, so now this one is looking nice. I have added this to show you that we can actually add other stuff inside this one, and these are different activities. Okay, so now the designing part is done. Next thing what we have to do is we have to move to this one, that is main activity. And here first we have to create a bottom navigator object. So for that, bottom navigator view, and we have to create this bottom navigator view like this, and we move inside this on create method. Inside this one we need to bottom navigator view is equal to find view by id, and we have set the id r.id dot bottom navigator. Okay, this is the id for the bottom navigator. So if we move back over here and select this one, and here we can see this is bottom navigator. In every activities we have given the same name. Okay, so bottom navigator, so bottom navigator view dot set selected item by id. So r.id dot home, I'm going to use this. So you must be worried about that, why, from where I'm using this home. So when we have created the selector, inside this one we have given, not inside this one, when we have created the menu, inside this one we have given the name. So here for the id, for the item home, we have given the name home. So I'm going to use this id to actually access. Okay, so this is main activity is home activity, so we have to make this one selected item is equal to true. So we have to set the id for this one. It means that when we write this, the navigator, this item is selected. When this one is selected, we need to perform some operations. So bottom navigator view dot set on navigation item selected listener. Okay, not select this one, that is reselected listener. We have to select this one. Okay, inside this one we have to write new bottom navigator view and select the first one. Just double click on this, this will override the method. Okay, after this what we have to do is we have to just remove this much part from here because it's showing an error. We don't need this. Okay, now the error is resolved. Inside this one we have to put a switch case. So switch, and inside this one we have to get it from the item dot get item id, and inside this one we have to set the case r.id dot dashboard. If dashboard is selected, then we have to start activity, and inside this one we have to pass new intent. New intent actually. Inside this one we have to get the current application context, and from this context we have to move to the dashboard. So dashboard dot class. Okay, and after this we have to write overriding pending transaction. Just click on this, and inside this one we have to pass 0, 0, and finally return true. Second thing is case 2. This is case r.id dot, and if home is selected, then we have to simply return true, because this previously we have already selected this one, that is in the bottom navigator we have already selected the home. So if user click again select the home, then we need to only return true. Okay, you don't need to change the activity or change the intent. Okay, last one is case r.id dot, and we have about. Inside this one we have to start a new activity. So start activity new intent and inside this one get application context, comma, and inside this one we have to move to about dot class, and finally we have to actually override pending transaction 0 comma 0, and finally return true. If anything else is selected, then we just need to return this false, so we don't need to make any changes. So next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this code, because in the every file we are going to paste this. Okay, so move back over here, click to dashboard, make some space over here, just make some space. This one is showing an error because we have to create a bottom navigator view like this. And here initially this is a dashboard, so I don't want to select this one, so I'm going to change this one to dashboard. Okay, we just check. Okay, we have dashboard like this one, and next thing what we have to do is we have to make changes over here. So we have to cut this one. Okay, not cut exactly this, cut this one because this is dashboard, so we have to paste it inside home and just change this one to about. Sorry, not about, it's home. Change this one to home dot class. It's not home, it's actually main activity. We haven't named this one. Okay, this is main activity. So when dashboard is selected, we only need to actually return it whenever the user reselect it, and in the else condition, if home is selected, then we need to move to the home, and home is main activity, and if user select on about, then we need to move to the about. Okay, so again I have to copy this code. Okay, we have two extra, this one we don't need this. Okay, so move this one inside the about and make some space and paste it, not this one. Just move back over here, let me just copy this, move to the about and paste it. And again we have to create an object for this one, bottom navigator view like this, and this time this is about, so we have to change this one to about. And after this we have to cut this code from the about, and we have to paste it inside this dashboard and change this about to dashboard. Now our stuff is ready. If I start the application and let's check this one. This is bottom navigator. Previously I have created this, and this is bottom nav. Here you can see this. We can move to the dashboard, home, and we can move to the about. Okay, so if you are confused how this works, so let me just show you exactly. So first we have added one dependency, that is inside this one we have added one dependency, that is this one. Okay, after this we have created one selector. Inside this one we have set the properties, what will happen if the particular item is selected or not. Okay, so we have set inside this one. After this we have created one menu item. Inside this one we actually set these three. If you want more, then you can put more over here, and we have set the ID for these all, that is dashboard, home, and about. Okay, finally we have, after this we have designed all the activities. We have put the design inside this one, like text view and other. If you want anything else inside this one, so let me just put in the dashboard, I'm going to put one text view, edit text. I'm going to put this one to match parent, and height will be wrap content. I'm going to close this, and here you can see this, I've added this. I'm going to start this so that we can see the difference that this is our new project dashboard. Here you can see this, we have the text field. Okay, so here you can see this, everything is working, and we have connected all the buttons, and now activity is being changed. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. I hope you like this video. Then please subscribe, like, and share with your friends, and thanks for watching. Just keep supporting us.